I don't do too much talking these days. These days I seem to think a lot about the things that I forgot to do. And all the times I had the chance to. I've stopped my rambling. I don't do too much gambling these days. Oh, these days I seem to think about how all the changes came about my way. And I wonder if I'd see another highway. I had a lover. I don't think I'll risk another these days. Oh, these days. And if I seem to be afraid to live the life that I have made in song, it's just that I have been losing so long. La la na na do. I've stopped my dreaming. I won't do too much scheming these days. These days I sit on cornerstones and count the time in quarter tones to 10. Please don't confront me with my failures. I had not forgotten them. Jackson Browne song that most of us Gen X and millennials know mostly, and probably some boomers in there know, sung by Nico. And most of us of a certain age, probably from the Royal Tenenbaums, know that song. But I was watching the Family Crest do their live stream yesterday, and Liam, the lead singer, played that song. And he has a beautiful voice and plays a beautiful classical guitar. And when he sang the song, it gave me goosebumps. And he took it all the way to one side of the spectrum. It's just so beautiful and so pretty. And I thought to myself, I could do the opposite of that. Still make it very palatable, listenable, but I couldn't make it as beautiful and pretty as he did. I mean, I think that's probably what made Nico's version so famous was she had this kind of, she sounded broken. She sounded like a great singer who was broken, like had some missing parts, or needed like an oil change. It's just something wasn't running right, but it gave her a lot of character, and that's what I like about her version. I've only seen or heard Jackson Browne sing it once, and I didn't care for it. But I like, seldom do I actually like beautiful sounding singers, perfect singers. It's rare, sometimes that there needs to be a little bit of grit in the beauty, something kind of clogging up the gears just at least a little bit. Here's another song by a broken soul. I'm going down to the Greyhound station, gonna get a ticket to ride. Gonna find that lady with 2 or 3 kids and sit down by her side. Ride till the sun comes up and round about 2 or 3 times. Smoking cigarettes in the last seat, trying to hide my sorrow from the people I meet and get along with it all. Go down where the people say y'all, sing a song with a friend, change the shape that I'm in, and get back in the game and start playing again. I'd like to stay, but I might have to go to start over again. Might go back down to Texas, might go to somewhere that I've never been. Get up in the morning, go out at night, and I won't have to go home. Get used to being alone, change the words to this song, start singing again. I'm tired of running around looking for answers to questions that I already know. I could build me a castle of memories just to have somewhere to go. Count the days and the nights that it takes to get back in the saddle again. Feed the pigeons some clay, turn the night into day. Start talking again when I know what to say. Going down to the Greyhound station, gonna get a ticket to ride. Gonna find that lady with 2 or 3 kids and sit down by her side. Ride till the sun comes up and down around me about 2 or 3 times. Feed the pigeons some clay, turn the night into day. Start talking again when I know what to say. Foley lived his life like a shot in the gut, and what killing him too. And left a bunch of songs in his wake that felt like a shot right in the gut. Like that one. Probably his most famous song, which is called Clay Pigeons. The day I stepped my first foot in the city, oh, I promised I wouldn't sell my soul. The day I stepped that one first foot in the city, oh, I promised I wouldn't sell my soul. But when the lights and the scene, they shine down onto me, swear to you that night I saw the light. Now if the devil comes calling, you can give him my apartment, and I will sign right on that dotted line. Well, my mama always said those girls of the city aren't the kind of girls we'd like for you to see. My mama always says, son, don't get too busy. Oh, those girls sure don't know what's best for me. But when those girls showed me the gifts they gave me for free, oh, I swear you that night I saw the light. Now if this whiskey and women don't kill me, I'm certain it's pretty clear that I will never die. Well, it's pretty clear that I will never die. Oh, now after all that I've done, all that I've seen, good luck putting me down in the ground. 'Cause I have lived and laughed and loved and gambled, boozed and stolen, enough to tear any grown man down. And oh Lord, oh, look at what your boy has done tonight. So now if you have words for me, oh, you can take it up with us three. Oh, me, my left hook and my right. So now if you have words for me, oh, you can take it up with us three. Oh, me, my left hook and my right. It's a little dark in here already. Let's try this. A little bit brighter. Let's try this. Well, that definitely won't work. Woo! My God. We'll have to deal with this till the sun goes down. Oh, man. A little better. How's everybody doing? Having a good Friday? The weekend's coming in. Got my Sirens, Pedro Point Sirens boutique hat here to celebrate the weekend. I also got my weekend hat to celebrate this coming weekend. But today's Pedro Point Sirens bedtime. Melissa wants new eyes. This show today, I've got a deal on shot glasses. I don't know if you guys seen it on the social media, but I'm selling my shot glasses here. Rock Bottom's Never Felt So Good shot glasses, a pair for $10. And if you ordered today, I'm running out of boxes here, but I got 3 boxes left at least that I can put in the mail tomorrow morning. And you'll probably get them just in time for Thanksgiving. And how about a drink? I'm feeling, it's getting colder out there, and it's getting darker earlier. And this is the time of year to kind of sit and reflect with a nice glass of whiskey around a roaring fire. With a cat sitting on the armrest of your favorite chair while you pet them slowly, look out the window and sip slowly. So therefore I decided to splurge a little bit, got me some Basil Hayden's. I'm gonna open it up today. Is everybody else, how about the folks out there in Europe right now? I know it's pretty late out there. What are you guys drinking? Or are you drinking? If you're not drinking, that's fine too. But I imagine you are drinking. What we got in here? We got all the regulars. This is so great. It's so great to have, a recurring cast of heavy hitters just coming back every week. It's so fun. It's great to see everybody. It's, be able to kind of, you get to check in with me and I get to check in with all of you. And last week's, due to all of your wonderful donations, I was able to upgrade a little bit of my setup here. I don't know if I look different to all of you, but I feel like I look different, and that's because I'm coming out of a brand new camera here with autofocus, which is really nice. Watch, give it a second. Oh wait, I gotta cover my face. Look at that. Look at that. And then bam, face, focus. Ah, it's great. Got some other things that Amazon is jerking me around on, but we'll be here soon. So I'll have a whole new, brand new setup back here. I'm gonna have a light setup mounted so that when it gets dark much earlier these days, it won't get so dark in the room. I can turn on a light. Man, it's gonna be, I'll never have to leave this room. Oh, H-Wise, what does it say on the shot glasses? It says, Rock Bottom's Never Felt So Good. Let's see if it'll focus on that. There we go. Rock Bottom's never felt so good. Rock Bottom has never felt so good. I like to make it more difficult. There's the other side, just the logo of the band. I need to cover my face. There we go. Yeah, made out of glass. Proper, good, high quality shot glasses. And then hopefully I'll get a new chair next. We'll see. I want to do all the things to make me look and sound better first before I invest in feeling better. But cheers, everyone. Happy Friday. Looks like we already got some donations for this week's show. Who was number one? Who was the first person? Ah, Melissa Moore. Thank you. It gets cold in the morning, the coming dawn's most desperate of all. Doubled over in pain, I held you like I'd hold a dying animal. And underneath every comfort, there's a sinking feeling an ending is to come. So enjoy it while it lasts, they say, as if they aren't so terrified themselves. But boy, I've got new eyes for you. They shake and they burn more than you're used to. But when all is in focus from your new point of view, oh sure, I've got new eyes for you. When she left the burning embers, they sat and smoldered through the hours of the dawn. So keep that fire burning, I may join you when the rain begins to fall. But boy, I've got new arms for you. They grab and they swing more than you're used to. And when you pull yourself up to your new point of view, oh sure, I've got new arms for you. Can't live a life without intention, an idea without invention. Don't set yourself back up for failure like a sedentary sailor. Waves of emotion keep that water flowing while the heart and mind are slowing. Sunlight burning through the window curtain. When hope is lost, the end is certain. So keep on, keep on, keep on moving on. Oh, keep on, keep on, keep on moving on. Oh, keep on, keep on, keep on moving on. Oh, keep on, keep on, keep on moving on. Ooh, oh, oh, oh. But boy, it's a new time for you. Time to move away from all you've come so used to. And when you've made your way up to your new point of view, you'll know it's a new time for you. The light changes so quickly now. Set that. Let me see if I can do this without looking. Priority, yes. Hi, everyone. Pardon me. How did I get out of this? How did I get out of this madness? I think that'll work.
you just say that Don Jr. is tested positive for COVID-19? You know what? Good. I'm glad he has it. I hope he is okay. I hope he heals from it. I hope he doesn't have long-term damage. But I'm glad he has it. I'm allowed to have one evil thought a week. And even that isn't, I didn't go full evil. I hope he gets better. But I'm glad he has it. Aaron Darsky, he tested negative for brains. Well, thank God. Because if he had brains, if all the thoughts that are made in his head are because of some sort of brains that are similar to, like the brain in my head, it makes me worry that potentially, I could have brains as broken as his. Sorry, I'm getting like texts and emails at the same time right now while trying to keep a thought and sound entertaining. I want to read some comments here. I've got you guys all the way over here. I should pull you over here to the other side here. There we go. The Chance family's here. I was wondering about you guys. I haven't seen you in a while. Didn't Kimberly Guilfoyle, she already tested positive for it. She got it already, right? Did Don Jr., is this the second time he's gotten it too? For some reason, I feel like he got it before too, but I'm positive that Kimberly Guilfoyle had it. But it just goes to show you that it's not just a one-time thing. They've already had second cases happen, but this would be the first high-profile one. Hector, I don't want Don Jr. to die, I just don't want him living anymore. Well, I don't want him living within my kind of everyday brain sphere. It's like I don't want him in my thoughts. I don't want him living in my thoughts. He can go live wherever the hell he wants. He can live somewhere else. That's fine by me. Just as long as I don't have to hear about it or see it or, have it kind of take up my emotional capacity for the day, He takes up so much of my brain space on a daily basis, and that's really upsetting, realizing that as I'm saying it. Just that whole family, God, they suck. Man, I feel like I'm learning a lot right now. I need to watch more TV. I thought about starting the show today and getting a Sharpie and just drawing a line down each side of my face, mimicking America's lawyer, Rudy Giuliani. Wishing for more wishes, don't know what they are missing. Seeing my only real wish is for more days just like this. I know it sounds a little sappy, but I wish that at least once I could cry because I was happy.
not because I wasn't. Oh, these are the thoughts that I have when I'm not thinking about much. Some people shaking heads, some people shaking hands, shaking when they are agreeing, shaking when they just can't stand it. Some shaking up and down, some shaking side to side. We should all agree that this word isn't properly defined. Oh, these are the thoughts that I have when I'm not thinking about much. I am just another white guy with a guitar, and it's hard to really stand out when I walk into the bar and I see another me just standing up there playing. People say my songs are better, or at least that's what I've been saying. Oh, these are the thoughts that I have when I'm not thinking about much. Oh, thoughts about this and that, and these and those, and such and such. It's only when I'm writing songs that I'm thinking about dying. Feels that writing about my life without death just feels like I'm denying it. The journey's not the destination, and the future ain't the past. If it actually was, I might have saved a lot on gas. Oh, these are the thoughts that I have when I'm not thinking about much. Oh, thoughts about this and that, these and those, and such and such. Little songs are fragile, but they can pack a punch. They're delicate but unbreakable. You can look but you can't touch. Oh, people say music is medicine. Oh, don't be so dramatic. I think Tylenol is medicine. This music here is magic. Oh, these are the thoughts that I have when I'm not thinking about much. Oh, thoughts about this and that, and these and those, and such and such. And these are the songs that I sing. Oh, you can look but you can't touch. These are the thoughts that I have when I'm not thinking about much.
Hey, Ben Whalen, thanks for joining us. I haven't seen or heard from you in a long time. You're probably signed off by now, but thanks for hanging out. Ben Whalen actually took this photo right here. Let's see if you can, it'll focus on that. You can kind of see it. That's a show from the Independent in San Francisco where I invited everybody from the crowd to jump up on the stage with all of us. And man, it was wild. It was a good time. Trying to see if there's anybody that I recognize that's here in the chat. Nope, actually I recognize very few of these people. But yeah, Benjamin Whalen is a fantastic rock and roll photographer. Speed 279, whose name I now know is Spencer, because he must have spent his life savings on last week's show. Spencer, were you imbibing in alcoholic drinks last week, and do you regret your decision to pay me so much money to play all those songs? Because, man, I'll return the money if you want. You spent a lot of money that night, friend. Thank you very much. Maybe you needed to make some money, like hide, and you're just laundering it through my PayPal, but I sure do appreciate it. But yeah, I'm looking. There will be a UK tour. It's gonna happen. There would have been 2 this year that were obviously canceled. No, Lisa, that was the Independent, not the Fillmore. Spencer, you got money to burn tonight? I'm here for you, friend. Whatever you need. If you need to hide some money in the lower 48, you can just send it my way. I'll keep it safe for you. I might spend it on a new chair. I should probably send you some shot glasses for being so nice. If you put your address, I'll try to figure out how I can mail you a couple of shot glasses. So when you PayPal me, put your information there. I think my mom wanted Earthlings Get Dirty. Man, I'm loving this guitar. You know, for most of these 37 weeks that I've been doing my live streams, I've been playing on Knuckles back there. And Knuckles is a hell of a guitar, the best guitar I've ever played. But there's something about Lil Pepsi here that this $200 plywood guitar just sounds and plays so nicely. I love it. And eventually, I hope to be able to get enough I voted stickers to just cover all of the front facade here. So if anybody has any I voted stickers just laying around, if anybody was a poll worker and just has any extra rolls of I voted stickers, you can make it a lot quicker for me. Just send them my way so I can put them on the guitar. Okay, sorry, Mom. Earthlings Get Dirty has to take a back seat. Spencer wants to hear birds. Spencer gets what... This is what happens. If you start dropping dollars, I'm talking about everybody but Spencer in here. If you guys start dropping dollars, I'll start playing... I'll bump your songs to the top of the list. You get to front cut my mom. That's how much I care about your money. Well, I'll do Earthlings Get Dirty next. Well, times were tough. I'd save some money, had some paid time off. Had to get away to get my jollies off. So I left as quick as I could. But when I came home, I'd realized I'd left the lights all on. The heat was blasting and the windows were all open, and it was letting all the cold air in. And as I look out, I could see them on the top of the hill, about to fly up away to some far-off land. Flying high above the silly drum
wish I could be more like them, flying overhead. Oh, I was laid up, my bones were broken and my pride was hurt. I should have learned to keep my big mouth shut. Oh yeah, well, I screwed up. I can't admit that now that I'm laid up, immobilized and praying that someone would come in and shut that open window that keeps on letting that cold air seep into my bones. And as I looked out, I could meet them all atop the hill, about to fly up away to some far-off land, flying high above the silly drama all these humans have. And I wish I could be more like them, flying overhead. Oh, sweating all the small stuff makes the tough times even tougher. There are quotas to be met and competitions with one another. Stress can be a motivator, but also an instigator. So I will keep it all locked down so it can kill me someday later. Oh, I don't know. Oh, what the hell we gonna do this for? Sometimes I wish I could just fly out that open window and let the wind take me where it wants me to go. Oh, as I fly out, oh, meet them all atop the hill, and we'll fly up away to some far-off land. We'll be flying high above the silly drama all you humans have, and I will be just like them, flying overhead. There we go, Spencer. Now that the sun is setting behind the buildings there in the distance, that looks way better. This autofocus is fantastic. And the auto ISO. So now it looks dark and nice and fuzzy in the background and nice and clear and crisp on the face. Love it, love it. Adam Woolsey. Sir David Attenborough would love birds. I gotta figure out a way. I think I need a different program to select your comments and have them show up on the screen. Nathan Moore is always able to do that, and he uses all sorts of different programs that I don't have. But I want to try and figure out how to do that so I can like select your comments, because I don't know how much attention y'all are paying to the actual comments on the side, but I can just pop them up on the screen right in the bottom third. Melissa Moore, I needed that birds more than I knew. Thank you, Spencer. Well, send Spencer some money. You gotta refill Spencer's coffers so that he can continue to just make it rain all over Sam Chase. If you celebrate a sunset, you gotta shiver through the darkness, get sweaty in the sunlight to be deserving of a good, good life. If you wanna be an earthling, you gotta get a little dirty. You can wait until the glory to wash it all clean. If you wanna see the sunrise, you gotta get up in the morning. If you wanna see the sunset, you gotta make it through the day. But if you wanna take the long road, you got to get to walking. If you want to cast a shadow, you got to get in the sun's way. But if you celebrate a sunset, you got to shiver through the darkness and get sweaty in the sunlight to be deserving of a good, good life. If you want to be an earthling, a little dirty, you can wait until the glory to wash it all clean. If you want to see time fly, you gotta be patient. But if you want to be the right guy, you gotta make a few changes. But if you want to be the bad boy, you gotta make a few enemies. If you want to be remembered, you gotta make a few memories. But if you celebrate a sunset, you gotta shiver through the darkness and get sweaty in the sunlight to be deserving of a good, good life. If you want to be an earthling, you gotta get a little dirty. You can wait until the glory to wash it all clean. Life is full of bad choices and stupid decisions and terrible voices and even worse lyrics. But if you never stick your neck out, then you'll never be the greatest. You'll always be the worst at ever being famous. But if you celebrate a sunset, you gotta shiver through the darkness, get sweaty in the sunlight to be deserving of a good, good life. If you wanna be an earthling, you gotta get a little dirty. You have to wait until the glory to wash it all clean. If you ever wanna stand out, you gotta join the crowd. But if you wanna be heard, you gotta get a little loud. Man, I can't wait until we can all congregate together after being all successfully vaccinated and safe, and have me just sing that song and just have, you gotta get a little, and the whole audience goes loud. Like, that's, when I wrote the song, that's what I envisioned in my head, that we'd get to that point where we'd play it live enough that the whole audience would go loud on that last word, and we just vamp it out all the way for 2 or 3 minutes. Man, that'd be fun. How out of sync is the video from the audio? Actually, I can check. Let me check. Let me see here. Oops. I think I know why. But oh yeah, super out. How out of sync is the video from the audio? Actually, I can check. Let me check. It's super out of sync, and I think it's going to get worse over the course of the show, because I think in the settings I have the video set for 30 frames per second, and I think I needed to set the audio to adjust to the video in this broadcasting software, and I didn't do that. So I think that it's been slowly getting more and more off, and it's probably going to continue to get more and more off. If I go into settings right now, I don't want to screw it up. It might screw up the live stream. Let's see. Oh no, it's okay.
I just can't change anything. Audio output. Yeah, I think that's the case. If not, it might just pop back in. It might just be a whatever. It could be worse. Could be the helicopter noise again. So Adam Eads wants to hear Color of Bone. I could do that. Let me get back to this window here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that it's baked into this routing that I've got going on here. When we were young, our minds could move mountains, our bodies were strong, carried the world. We witnessed destruction, and we lived through war. Our future was longer than our past ever was. We saw purpose where we hadn't before. So we lit a fire so the world could see our rise from the wreckage. We wore the ashes like scars buried deep in our hands. We lit it as a sign to the ones left behind of a future. We had no idea what we were doing. We didn't care. At least we were there. In a life that is long, hearts will be broken. Things will be lost, lies will be told. Fights will be fought. What you own will be stolen. Your body will slow, soon you grow old. But we still believe that the moments we live are forever. We try not to think there's a moment that it all will end. There are lines that have formed that were not there before to remind me. Even temples will crumble, it's only a matter of when. A matter of when. Every brick that's placed will be torn down, and all of its worth is returned to the earth and the sea. And all you say will be forgotten someday. So I'll sit here and listen to enjoy how the story is told. Ooh, oh,
headstone read. Here lies a beloved guitar, buried with his hands that belonged to a man who could play it like a goddamn machine. Oh, you can dress me in clothes that I'd never worn to address you. You can give me away to that freshly dug grave of my own. You can say I'll live on in the hearts of the ones who remember, as I'm nestled away in my coffin, the color of bone, the color of bone. The color of bone.
All right, I have an idea. If it's still off here, I'm going to check here. It is still off. Okay, yeah. I think if I go to a commercial and come back, it might fix it, but we'll see. Hold on. Can I not switch at all now? Okay, is it fixed now? Am I talking in sync with the sound of my voice? Is it in sync with the movement of my mouth? Let's see. Okay, is it fixed now?
No, damn it.
Am I talking? Oh well. Well, it is what it is. That's how it's gonna be. Well, you can't win them all.
stitches and burn to the witches and Sam in the back of my Dracula. Woo.
That was pretty good.
That does sound pretty good. Kiki the cat, everyone.
It's warm in here. It's so cold in the rest of the house.
Yeah, it's gonna get pretty muggy in here if they keep making me do Rob Zombie covers. Jack peed on the floor.
Again.
Well, now the whole world knows it.
I know.
We have a grumpy old 20-year-old cat. He probably peed on the floor because he couldn't come in here and pee.
Well, I don't think he's grumpy. He's just senile. What do we got?
We're drinking some Basil Hayden's Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey.
Who bought that?
I bought it.
That's nice.
Yeah, what I love about Basil Hayden's is that kind of, it reminds me of like night chainmail, like a little outfit. He's wearing like this little outfit and it's cinched with this little belt. He's got his little kind of chainmail before he puts
yeah,
on his
it does
armor
look
and
like
goes off to battle.
Like the Crusades.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
and this is his little helmet.
Hey, did you promote the Tom Waits thing?
I haven't yet, but that's a great idea.
Here you go. I'm good for something. All right, have fun.
Bye, everybody say goodbye to Kiki the cat.
You need to warm up.
So tonight, at 11 p.m., I believe, Social Distance Live is doing Tom Waits again, but this time we're doing the Tom Waits The Barfly here. So I think pretty much everything up until Rain Dogs, or up until Swordfish Trombones. So Kiki and I are doing one of his loungier songs. It's a duet. And that's all I'm going to tell you. But that's probably all I need to tell some of you because you probably already know. Tom Waits doesn't do many duets. So Kiki and I are going to be covering that song. We shot a kick-ass music video for it, and they're going to be showing it Social Distance Live on Facebook Live at 11 p.m. tonight. So Spencer, you'll probably be getting up around that time. If you go onto Facebook, go to Social Distance Live on Facebook and watch the live video. It's going to be a bunch of local artists covering Tom Waits songs, and it's a lot of fun. And that's where you will see Kiki sing tonight. But y'all should hang out. I'll be in the chat. So what else we got? So if you guys don't know yet, though, Dragula, that cover of Dragula's on Spotify and Apple Music and all that crap, and also is on the old Bandcamp. So if you guys want to pick it up for $1, you can pick it up. What do you guys want to hear? I feel like I'm going through the comments here, but I don't read that fast. I'm not gonna do Always at War. Not this time. Let's do do a new song. or not a new song, but actually, I'll do this song. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
You give an inch, they take a mile. Give me a break, I'll give you something to smile about. There's so much, but it's never enough. That good love can make heads or tails of what I'm trying to say. So I'll stop yapping, try to explain it another way. It's simple and it fits like a glove. It's a good love. Count yourself lucky that you got me, 'cause I'm lucky that I got you. And what we're getting is no one else's business, but we're hard-working lovers with a job to do. The night shift gets busy, we're only two employees, 'cause they just don't get it like we get it. I won't beat around the bush, I won't feed you no lines. We're just two grown people and we're living in our prime. I don't know much, but I'm pretty sure of that good love. Count yourself lucky that you got me, 'cause I'm lucky that I got you. And what we're getting is no one else's business, but we're hard-working lovers with a job to do. The night shift gets busy, but we're only two employees, 'cause they just don't get it like we get it. I won't beat around the bush, I won't feed you no lines. We're just two grown people and we're living in our prime. I don't know much, but I'm pretty sure of that good love, oh yeah. That good love, oh yeah. It's that good love. That good love, oh yes it is. It's that good love, oh yeah. Oh, it's that good love. Oh, what's it now? Is that good love? Oh, 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 oh. Good love. Oh, 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 it's that good love. Oh, oh, it's that good love.
Whew. All right, I'll play Always at War, but I think 4 different donations here for that song that I haven't played in a long time, and I wrote 20 years ago. So there's no guarantee that I will play it well, correctly, or I will remember all the lyrics. And that's why I don't want to play it. But more than I don't like to play a song poorly. I don't like to disappoint my friends and fans. So don't let me down. I'll try not to let you down. Let's see if I remember this song.
Where do I begin? I'll start with myself. Oh, I still hold these skin and these bones, but I've been reborn so long ago. I used to be a saint in a previous life, but now I am only a man with a gun. I guess that's just as powerful. Why does the rain pour down to the sea? Why do these tears still remind me of the waves that will crash along the shore? Water and land roll, waves at war. I drive and pass familiar faces. Their eyes are all empty. To them I'm a stranger along this road that I've driven on so many times. These old familiar road signs pointing the way to this place I was told I could rest, this place of my birth, never my home. Why does the rain flow down to the sea? Why do these tears still remind me of the waves that will crash along the shore? Water and land roll, waves at war. I'll always remember walking through the door. Old familiar flies, that old familiar smell. I've never been so sure that I've been here before. A feeling that's so strong, a feeling that's so pure. I could be a storm cloud, I could be a rain song sung from this ground that I stand on. Or I'd open up the skies and let the rain fall freely to the land. Oh, I could do that, but I am nothing more than what I was when I was born. I wish I were more. Why does the rain flow down to the sea? Why do these tears still remind me of the waves that will crash along the shore? The water and land roll, waves at war.
Man, that took a lot of brain power. Woo! Got through it. I wrote that song 18 years ago when I was backpacking through the Yola Mountains, and I was solo for 3 days on the Eel. No, was it the Eel River? Does the Eel River go through the Yola Bolies? No. Was it the Eel River? I can't even remember now. Well, I was by this river, and I can't remember, but it goes straight through the Yola Mountains. And I was solo for 3 days. And, oh no, I was 20, so it was 16 years ago I wrote that song. And I would have a lot of fun during the day, but when the sun would go down and my fire would get low, I'd get a little scared out there in the darkness, not really knowing what's around. I'd seen bears and rattlesnakes and all sorts of things that could hurt me during the day, and wasn't sure if they were waiting around to get me once I went to bed. And so I would play my little travel guitar, my little Martin backpacker guitar, and sing real loud. And I wrote that song while on that solo trip. And it's, I love the song, but I just haven't played it so long. It's a hard one to remember. There's a lot of stuff, a lot of moving parts going on in there. Oh, Stan Little. Sam, how do you write songs? Do you start with a riff or lyrics? Well, it really depends on the song, honestly. There's some songs that, or some riffs that I hold on to for years because I can't think of the lyrics that would fit alongside a riff that kick-ass. Sometimes the riff is so kick-ass that lyrics may never come for it. Like this riff here. I wrote that riff maybe 3 or 4 years ago, but I only wrote the lyrics, finished the lyrics for it, I think maybe like this year, like finished the song. Maybe at the beginning of this year or like the end of last year. But then there's some songs that just kind of come together lyrically first, and I don't have a guitar around, or what the riff is kind of an afterthought. And so it doesn't really even matter. Like I'll write the lyrics and then mess around and find where it needs to go, you know, or if it's something simple, like a 1-4-5 kind of progression. But yeah. Ace up his sleeve, sure.
Open my mouth, tell me what to say, to keep all these bloodthirsty killers at bay. Now I know that I know not what I do, doing all that I can to make it back home to you. When I sign with the devil and I've sealed my fate, I'll be able to make it back home not too late. And I'll lie in my bed staring at the ceiling, thinking, goddamn, all of us sick human beings. The ballot's been cast, the race has been won, long before our species has begun. We were born too late and we'll die far too young. The finish line's close, we have nowhere to run. When the nights are too chilly and the days are too warm, and our sad, selfish ways have gone out of control, who will punish us when we've all misbehaved? Oh, where do we go to dig the world's grave? Where do we go to dig the world's grave? Open my mouth, tell me what to say, to please all these bloodthirsty dogs at the gate. Now I know that I know not what I do, except for that one thing that I promised you. They say God has a plan and He knows what's best, but I don't trust a man who holds his cards close to his chest. When we throw down our hands, I wouldn't be surprised to see that he had an ace hiding up his sleeve. That God had an ace hiding up his sleeve. Where do we go to dig the world's grave? Where do we go to dig the world's grave?
How's the audio? Is it still messed up?
Where do we go?
Well, it's not getting worse.
World's grave?
Huh. Doesn't seem to be getting worse. Oh, the audio sync got a bit better? I wonder if just like a lag in the feed just kind of knocked it off course a little bit. I don't know. That sounds like something that might happen, but is way above my pay grade. I feel like my brain this past week has just been kind of at half-mast. It's just not working at full speed. And like it's not like foggy, but it's just, I feel like I needed a recuperation week for no particular reason other than just life itself. And so I took things a little bit slower this week, and kind of met my brain where it needed to be met. And it's hard right now to sing and think of things to say and read your comments and think of what song I'm going to play next at the same time, which usually is a little bit easier for me than it is right now. And I apologize for that. Oh, right, all men must die. Well, I'm glad I gave that caveat before I decide to try it. Let me look up the lyrics to All Men Must Die. I was thinking about that actually yesterday. I was driving around the city. All men must die. Whoa, all men must die in Latin is the Google search. It pops up. Now I want to know. Omnes morimer. Oh, that is sick as shit. Oh, we should have called the song Omnes morimer. Damn it. All right, let's see. All men must die. Lee Sam Chase. I should have the lyrics somewhere. Oh, Sam, you dummy. You didn't upload the lyrics. All right, I think I got it in here. There we go. Give me a second here, though. I think I can do it. All right, I'm gonna try this, Diego. Because I was thinking about that, and I was thinking when I get home, I gotta remember how to play that song, and so I was kind of going over it in my head. But that was the first time sitting down right here figuring it out. But I remembered that it's in E minor, so that makes it easier. Let's see. I'm out for blood with every step, and satisfaction for the tears that you wept. I move through the night, 'cause anyone can see there's no place in the light for a man such as me. The night is my cover, it keeps me unseen. A banjo and buck knife keeps my pack lean. A flask full of madness to keep my mind clean. Oh, it's not very much, but it's all that I need. They say, why me?
therefore all men must die. He steps up to the stage, a gun at his side. He's sizing me up, and I'm not sure why. He thinks he'll succeed after so many have tried. I give him the nod, step into the night. The night air is cold, he fires his piece. The heat of the bullet, it passes my cheek. While he stands there frozen, in disbelief. Oh, I pull out my knife and make his heart its sheath. And he says, why? Why me? As his last breath leaves his body, the lesson he sees in these eyes is no one is innocent. So therefore all men must die. It's been 7 years, I've crisscrossed this land, feeling the weight of this blood on my hands, taking what I want, but all that I need is the answer to the question of my destiny. Maybe it's that I should just take my own life, reunite with my mother and father, but the gun always jams or fate dulls the knife. And all that I hear is the devil's own laughter. And all say, why? Why me? How's it fair that I can still breathe? I'll search my reflection with these cold dead eyes and sit alone quietly, justifiably, waiting to die.
I wish I was a better whistler. If I could whistle that line, that would be a sweet solo song. What it really needs is some Nico Rios back there going. Nico and I were hanging out yesterday in the backyard, eating Roxy's sandwiches and talking about how we got to get him somehow to join in on these live streams here. It'd be super fun to put a little electric guitar, really kind of spaghetti western this whole thing out. Eventually, you know, the thing, that album, The Last Rites of Dallas Pistol, will be 1 year old in 9 days. The album came out on November 20th, 2019. So its 1 year birthday is coming up real soon. But so I kind of want to figure out how to play all the songs on the album and do like a one long live stream where I explain the story of the entire album, song by song, and play all 18 songs off the album. Uh-oh, Spencer has some requests, everyone. Everyone stop. Stop what you're doing. Let's see what he has to say. I'll go $100 towards Sam's new chair for Sitting Right Here, Not Tonight, and Blood Flow. I can help you out with that. Looks like Sam Chase is getting a new chair, everybody. Oops. Shit. Where's my... Can't see anything in here. Where's the... Oh, there you go. But yeah, it'd be pretty cool to play the whole album all the way through. I have to reacquaint myself with some of these songs and also come up with different ways to play them solo, or if I could, with Nico. Maybe we'll set something up. So Thanksgiving, I'm going to be out of town. I'm going to be at Kiki's parents' house. But I might drive back on Friday to come do the live stream here. Nico, what are you doing on Friday, next Friday, after Thanksgiving? Maybe we could set up in the garage, do a little live stream. And then the next week, I'll do a Dallas Pistol or something like that. Who's gonna match Spencer's donation for this chair? I'm gonna get a throne. If I get enough donations, I'm getting like a full-on velour. Do they make chairs out like king's chairs out of velour? I just like the way it sounds. A red velvet chair with big kind of round metal studs going up the top of it. And if I have enough money left over, like drape it with some sort of rare exotic animal skin. Will I ever leave San Francisco? Go out on my own. My sister and my brother are living it up, jet setting all over the world. Well, I'm sitting right here. I'm sitting right here. Will I ever get that good job that gives me all I need? Great big house on a great big hill in the lap of luxury. Well, I'm sitting right here. I'm sitting right here. Will I ever have a family who won't ever let me leave? Little ones who I take care of until they can take care of me. Well, I'm sitting right here. I'm sitting right here. Will I ever take a look back and be proud of what I've done? That I've made a small dent in this tiny little speck that's floating around the sun. I'm sitting right here. I'm sitting right here. Right, taking the world around me. Right here is where I am. To think too far ahead turns the present into the past. Always celebrate the stillness. Leave every stone unturned. I was never one for setting fires, but if they're there, I'll watch them burn. I'll watch them burn. Am I just waiting for permission by doing what I'm told? I'm a stubborn old man with his life in his hands, which isn't that much left to hold. I'm sitting right here. I'm sitting right here.
what's the point of wishing if I never make up my mind? Or am I wasting life just wondering? At the moment I got the time, I'm sitting right here. 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 I'm sitting right. Open all the windows to listen to the wind blow. No need to turn on any lights. The street lamps and the headlights paint the ceilings and the walls. Goddamn, I love these rainy city nights, when the world outside feels tortured and abused, and you were just looking for an excuse to look this Saturday right in the eye and say, not tonight. Not tonight. They say any day could be the big one, with their fingers on the button, rich boys and their toys flexing their might. For all the men we've picked to lead, the ones who'll write our histories, are penning one that doesn't look too bright. When you watch the world dying on the news, and all you really need is an excuse to tune out and turn off the fight and say, not tonight. Not tonight. Oh, I've been trying so hard to keep my head above the water, when there is never any wonder why I don't just try going under. I've been swimming through this storm most of my life, but not tonight. Not tonight. Darsky, I owe you some shot glasses, buddy.
on the Patreon you left your address in there, and I went to deliver some shot glasses, and I realized that you don't have a mailbox that I could just put the box in, or a doorstep that I could lay it at. So let's do a handoff. I owe you some shot glasses, and I'm running out of boxes.
I've been looking for home since the day I was born. All that I've found is the long open road. It has seen me this far, and it'll see me much more. But it sure ain't no mother, and it sure ain't my home. Oh, my blood starts to flow as I put it in drive. There's no better feeling than feeling alive. Out on that horizon, on the day that I die, you can scatter my ashes where ashes can fly.
Reading your comments here. And getting lost in the lyrics. It's only a song I've sung 1,000,000 times. Grace, help me out. I pass through the streets, that's what it is.
I pass through the streets with no reason than just to breathe in the night air and feel the nights flashing past, till I find a nice hole that serves alcohol, with a man at the piano who's got a hell of a soul. His songs are all torture, his cup's always full. His face tells a story that should have ended a long time ago. There are miles in his music, and there are worlds in his woes, but I'm just not quite there yet, so I head for the door. Oh, my blood starts to flow as I put it in drive. There's no better feeling than feeling alive. Out on that horizon, on the day that I die, you can scatter my ashes where ashes can fly. Said, oh, 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 oh.
Yeah, Grace, I kept going to that verse too, and I see the city as I come over the hill. But that's the third verse. Now, I couldn't get the second verse for some reason.
And I see the city as I come over the hill. Best thing in my pocket is a $10 bill. I can make it 1,000,000 if I could stand still, but the road won't stop calling until I get my fill. I stare back down the road at the choices I've made, and how the ones that I've met are now the ones I've betrayed. So I pick up my sack, turn my back on the past, 'cause there's no sense in turning when there's no turning back. Oh, my blood starts to flow as I put it in drive. There's no better feeling than feeling alive. Out on that horizon, on the day that I die, you can scatter my ashes where ashes can fly. Stay under the heavens in the open blue sky, with the wind at my back and the clouds at my side, till a child is born with the same wild eyes. Oh, the body may rot, but the spirit won't die. Oh.
And for some reason, my brain is just running just a little bit slow. And that happens to me sometimes. And does it happen to you guys sometimes too? I feel like it's a seasonal thing for me, where sometimes I'll be real sharp. I'll know exactly what to say the moment that it leaves my mouth. And then there are times, long periods of time, like weeks, where I feel like my brain just kind of like hides behind, is just a hair behind. Kind of like how my audio and my video are just kind of off. And the thing that comes out of my mouth is not, my brain is just running as fast as it can behind my mouth. And what comes out of my mouth is just what the brain can kind of throw ahead to get, to the mouth part, and then it comes out. And that's the best way I can describe it right now. But does anybody else feel like that? Ever feel like that, where it's just kind of like their brain is just running a little bit slow? Katie Mata, yes, we have been through a whole lot lately. And this is the time where we should be able to kind of relax, rest, and reflect. We shouldn't be bombarded with all the things that we're being bombarded with right now. And it's hard to really turn all that stuff off, because we could choose to not be bombarded, but for some reason, well, I say we, but really I can only speak for myself. I have a hard time turning off the bombardment of things that aren't necessarily healthy for my general emotional state. The whiskey helps keep me normal, which is a whole other issue that we could talk about on a different day. Speaking of which, one more for the road. I'm gonna wrap this up, I think. A good 2-hour show. That's a pretty solid day's work right there. I think Kiki and I are going to order some bento boxes and relax and see where the night takes us. Frosty? What does frosty mean? How does one sound frosty? Like cold? Like chilly? Or like frosted tips? Like 90s boy band. One thing I am going to do, though, because the sun is getting dark here, now that pull these blinds back a little bit. Oh, I just stuck my finger right through my blinds. Made a big old hole in my blinds. Oh, well. That's better. Well, how should we, what should we wrap this up with? Wrap up this wonderful Friday afternoon, evening / Saturday morning for my wealthy benefactor, Spencer. Oh, well, thank you, Tammy. Oh, yeah, Stephanie wanted Dark Times. That'd be a good one to do. That'd be fun. Let me pull that up. I haven't played this one in a while. I think I remember. All right, I'll do Dark Times, and I'll do Ground Shaking for my mom. And then we're going to wrap it up. Dark
times getting darker, sitting on the edge of the world, throwing rocks to listen to how far we're gonna drop as we push off from all we've ever known. Dark times getting darker, but it's looking pretty clear to me that we never really knew just how much we didn't know, or foresee how much we couldn't see. How could we be so lucky that we get to see the end of everything? And how could we have known that there wasn't much to see if the sky is not opening? If you want to live forever, you're gonna have to hunker down through some bad weather. There are better ways to leave your mark. But if you want to live forever, you gotta learn to see in the dark. Hard times getting harder, working till the end of the world, 'cause you can't run away from the fire and the flames that are burning through all we've ever known. Hard times getting harder, but it doesn't feel as real to me, 'cause for me to feel real I need something to feel, and it's hard to see if it's within my reach. How could we be so lucky that we get to see the end of everything? And how could we have known that there wasn't anything to feel except the feeling of falling? If you want to live forever, you gotta go it alone, 'cause it's never getting better. Life is just a single spark. But if you want to live forever, you're gonna learn that living is hard. Oh, 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 how could we be so lucky that we get to see the end of everything? If you want to live forever, you're gonna have to hunker down through some bad weather. If you want to live forever, you gotta go it alone, 'cause it's never getting better. There are better ways to leave your mark, and life is just a single spark. But if you want to live forever, you wouldn't even know where to start. We're the ones who point our sights on far distant horizons, marking all the moments, keeping them for later, writing all the stories so we can be remembered. But faith is what keeps us from going off the rails. For a promise of the heavens, we're willing to go through hell. We're smart enough to build a twice as many stomping feet. We're the engines of the earth, we're the rhythm of the heartbeat. Oh, 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 oh. I see my mother, I see my father. My whole life I watched them growing older. The time is shorter, they're not as strong as the gods that I saw in them when I was young. But I am right beside them, gaining age and wisdom. Soon I'll take their place as the older generation. Maybe I'll have kids who look at daddy growing older. We're the product of the ancients and we're standing on their shoulders. I feel the ground shaking, I feel the ground shaking, I feel the ground shaking, coming from the sound of 7 billion beating hearts, twice as many stomping feet. We're the engines of the earth, we're the rhythm of the heartbeat. I feel the ground shaking, I feel the ground shaking, I feel the ground shaking, coming from the sound of 7 billion beating hearts, twice as many stomping feet. We're the engines of the earth, we're the rhythm of the heartbeat. To connect to this pulse underground, the roots must dig deeper to take hold of the very soul. Well, the only home we've ever known.
Thank you guys very much. That was a lot of fun. See you all next week. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Please don't travel too far. Please stay within your bubbles and hang out with the people that you know and trust. And let's be safe so we can have a Christmas or have some holidays next year, especially with the people that we love, especially with those who are immunocompromised that are not necessarily folks that should be around a bunch of sick people. So thank you guys so much for hanging out. Love all you guys. Love you too, Adam Eads. And hopefully, I don't know, next Friday I'll be here, and who knows, maybe I'll have a new chair by then. We'll see. But hopefully by then we'll have this new setup, and not this week, not next week, but I think the week after. I think I'll be able to stream, hopefully, I should be able to stream in 4K. So you get to see me in a much more realistic, higher resolution, and see just how, I think I look better in a lower resolution, but you get to see the real me, every pore and open sore. Yeah, great hanging out. It's getting dark here at this point, so this is the perfect time to sign off. And I'll leave you with a music video of some kind. Let's see what we got here. Do we have this? Can I do this one? If I'm gonna say goodbye now. I might come back on if this video isn't linked up. Bye-bye.
Everyone keeps ragging on the state of what we've all become. We've seen it all coming from the brink. The water line is rising, though none of it is falling. There's plenty to drown, but not enough to drink. Yet we're more worried about our waistlines, our bank accounts and hairlines, while we pour our future down the sink. We sit by and watch it from the internet. We blame it on the government, but does anyone really know just what to think? But what I've seen is the power of a people who can change. What I need is someone who can just simply explain. What is all the rage? 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 Voice is quantized, simplified, organic matter digitized, soul no longer needed to sing. The radio's off its rocker and the marching drum is off its mark, and music has become so out of sync. Cause now that Hendrix is a microchip, nothing more than a right click, anyone can be through the machine. So where's the dedication to the art of imperfection that could wash all of our good intentions clean? But what I've heard are sour notes so beautiful and naked. And what I need is something so real it never can be fake. What is all the rain? 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 So it's to the mass extinction of all our good intentions. Here's to the crumbling of the world's greatest inventions. And here's to the annihilation of our grand imaginations. And here's to the loss of knowledge of all our generations. But maybe it's the optimist in me that we will see an end to celebrity, where I can turn on my say to keep all these bloodthirsty killers at bay. I know that I know not what I do. I'm doing all that I can to make it back home to you. When I side with the devil and I've sealed my fate, and I'll be able to make it back home not too late. And I lie in my bed staring at the ceiling thinking, goddamn, all of us sick human beings. The ballot's been cast, the race has been won. Long before our species has begun. We were born too late and we'll die far too young. Finish line's closed, we have nowhere to run. When the nights are too chilly and the days are too old, and our sad, selfish ways have gone out of control, who'll punish us when we've all misbehaved? Oh, where do we go to dig the world's grave? Where do we go to dig the world's grave? Open my mouth, tell me what to say to please all these bloodthirsty dogs at the gate. I've done all that I said I would do, except for that one thing that I promised you. They say God has a plan and he knows what's best. But I don't trust a man who holds his cards close to his chest. When we throw